This is MedHugh, and today I'm going to do a quick demonstration of how to use this set of preset animations that I made for the SubDragon here. And I created this this set as a system to animate this SubDragon. So if you buy this whole set, you'll get a range of different poses and animations, like just simple crouch poses, eating poses, and then a bunch of stands, standing upright, just a bunch of different poses and animations like walking, flying, swimming, all kinds of different animations. But together, you just click on these presets and you can drop these animations into a scene to create your own little dragon movie or whatever. So what I'm going to create here today is like taking off animation. It's one of the last animations I have to make for the set, and I'm just going to use a bunch of presets that I've already made, and then I'm going to go tweak them later. But I'm going to show you how to use these presets to kind of carve out the animation for yourself. Here we go. So let's start with, he's going to be on all fours, and I have all his parts selected here. That's why you see all these little boxes around him. And I'm using Fraps, so for some reason it doesn't show the whole program. It only shows the preview window. So I'm sorry you can't actually see me using all these things, but you'll be able to see the results on the screen. So here we have him on all four legs, and about 10 frames in, we're going to have him crouch down a bit. So we use the crouch. And then about 25 frames in, I'm going to go right into some animations here. And I'm going to start with his wings low, even though I'm going to add in some other wing movements later. So we're going to start about, actually, maybe go 28 frames in. So there he's up in the air, and he's doing his first flap. And then a few frames later, the wings come all the way down, or in, kind of. And they start coming back up. And then they go basically all the way to the top. And then about midway, wings wide. Let's see this. And then back down again. Right up there. All the way. Back up. And then up to the top. So if we look at this, what we have here now, it's not too bad. It's somewhat unrealistic, so I'll go in and tweak what we have here. And the one thing I noticed right away is his wings. You know, these wings should be coming all, like, getting ready to do that first flap down. So I need those wings to come up a bit. So maybe right about there. And actually, that's probably a good point to actually create our own totally new pose, because to me that looks a bit unrealistic. So I'm going to lean it back a bit, move them down a bit, and see where we're at here. So let's see how this moves. See, we should be back a bit too. If we look here. further back. And this foot is already up in the air, which it should not be. So let's move it a bit. Right about there. And then his waist, we're going to bend a bit. And his chest a bit. And I really don't like how those hands are, so we're just going to move his hands like that. And move that one like that. Kind of like he's angling them upwards, and tilt the hands back a bit. Like that. And that. Okay. So we have basic, but the wings, okay, we need those wings to go all the way back. So, of course, I was thinking ahead, and I made all these wing presets. So we're just going to drop some of these wing presets in, just like that, or one of them at least for this. And this tail is real messed up, and I'm going to have to go through and basically animate the whole tail for this animation, pretty much. But let's look at what we have here. Here we go. Back off a bit. And that's not too bad. And, you know what? The only problem I have is his legs don't extend like he's jumping. See how they're still bent there? So I'll make another keyframe here and just pull these legs down and bend that so it's straighter. And I could use symmetry, but let's make this a little bit different on each side here. That foot down, and now let's look at it. That looks a lot more natural. And of course, you know, if you take off, you're not going to be just sitting there, so that's in one spot. So we're gonna need to move him. And I think his feet go under the ground there, but I'll do that all later. We're just looking at the basic structure of this, and I want it to look pretty good, at least the overall motion, and then I'll go in and tweak it. Not in this video though. So he's on the ground, he jumps up, and then we're going to use the SubDragon's universal positioning to have him keep going up. But I need to hit these keyframes because there's no keyframes for this part. So he goes down, crouches to about there, and I'll make a keyframe here. Actually, why does his foot, let's select all, see where that keyframe is. For that foot, it should be here. Both feet should be on the ground. Now, why is that other foot so far down? Let's move it. See, yeah, how did that get so far under the ground here? Let's go like this. Select that, move it back up. Make sure it's even. About right. Okay. So he's down, crouches, leaps, flaps his wings. Okay, so now what were we doing? We were trying to make him fly up. So there's a preset. Right about there is another preset, or keyframe. And then he's going to fly. So right about here, we want to move up, 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 up. Let's zoom out a bit. Move the camera down. again, at least at this frame a little bit. So let's see how that looks. Doesn't move forward enough. Right there. Move forward about there. And let's move to the last frame. Up, up, forward. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, the timing of the wings could be a bit better, and of course I have to totally redo the tail, but that's basically how you would go about using this set that I created to basically make the dragon do just about anything. Alright, well, have a good one.